What is up, Movie Merc friends, fans, and family? To another awesome, exciting episode of Movie Merc. Tonight, I'm your cinematic commander-in-chief, Parzival, the host with the most, back with another awesome blockbuster breakdown. Today, we're going to be diving shield first into MCU's latest Captain America Brave New World. Now, this is the fourth Cap flick, with the first with Anthony Mackie as the star-spangled man with the plan himself. Is it a soaring success, or is it a crash-landing catastrophe? Grab your vibranium popcorn buckets, because we're about to find out. Alright, let's set the stage. Captain America Brave New World hit theaters February 14th, 2025, and it's the 35th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. 35th in the MCU. That's right. This ain't your granddad's MCU anymore. Directed by Julius Onah, this movie picks up after the Falcon and Winter Soldier Disney Plus series, where Sam Wilson, played by the ridiculous, funny Anthony Mackie, officially takes up the mantle of Captain America from Steve Rogers, given the shield. He has no super soldier serum, just a guy with a shield and a promise. Some high-tech wings and a whole lot of love. The plot: Sam's dealing with a global conspiracy involving a newly elected U.S. President Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, played by none other than Harrison Ford. Yeah, Harrison Ford. Indiana frickin' Jones and Han Solo himself. Sam's got to unravel a nefarious scheme before the world sees red. And if you've seen the trailers, you know that's a huge, steaming pile of foreshadowing. No spoilers yet, but let's just say there's a big, angry red problem. Yeah. Movie's got a killer cast. Danny Ramirez as the new Falcon, Giancarlo Esposito as the shady Sidewinder, Shira Haas as Ruth Bath Seraph, and the return of Tim Blake Nelson and Liv Tyler from 2008's The Incredible Hulk. Talk about a deep cut. But here's the tea. This movie had a rough road to get to the big screen. 3 release dates, 6 writers, 6 months of reshoots, and a title change from New World Order to Brand New World after some folks worried that the original sounded a bit conspiracy theory-ish. Yikes. Did all that chaos pay off? Let's break it down and see. We'll start off with the works, because there's plenty of love here. I mean, honestly, there really, really was. First off, Anthony Mackie is a straight-up boss as Captain America. I don't care what any of you guys say. He brings charm, grit, a sly doggedness that makes Sam Wilson feel like a real dude. Not just some superhero like Steve Rogers, unfortunately. Sam's got no super soldier juice. He's just out there dodging bullets and throwing a vibranium shield like a frickin' boomerang on steroids. The action scenes: there's a junkyard scene with Giancarlo Esposito's Sidewinder. That's pretty intense. You'll feel every punch. Director Julius Onah and DP Kramer Morgantha gave us a full body shots through that entire scene. The fights feel grounded and brutal, not like some CGI cartoon. And can we talk about Harrison Ford at 82? This man's stealing scenes as Thunderbolt Ross. He's gruff, he's conflicted, and when he's, let's just say this, hulks out in a way that's both hilarious and epic. Ford's having a blast here, and you can tell it. And it's contagious. The movie also gets props for trying into the MCU's past. We've got callbacks to The Incredible Hulk, the Eternals. Remember that giant celestial sticking out of the ocean in that movie? That just came out, just popped out. Yeah, they address it finally, and it's surprisingly clever how they write it in. Another win, in my opinion, to be completely honest. The movie gives off mega political thriller vibes here. Mega. This movie channels the Winter Soldier's paranoid conspiracy energy, with Sam digging into a global plot involving mind control and shady world leaders. It's not as sharp as The Winter Soldier, but it's bold. It's a very bold swing, and it comes from a more grounded flick. Plus, at 118 minutes, one of the shorter Marvel movies, so it doesn't overstay its welcome, and that's a pretty good thing. Thank you, Marvel, for not making us sit through 3 hours of multiverse nonsense. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. You throw whatever you want to at me. Let's keep it real. This movie is not perfect. It's not. The script, I don't know, written by how many people? 5 to 6 maybe, I think, from what I read. It feels very, very stitched together like Frankenstein's monster. The plot's a messy bowl of spaghetti throwing in multiple villains, red herrings, and way too much exposition. There's a scene where they practically pause, like, hold on, guys, and explain the MCU timeline to you. Like, yo, audience, you good? It's clunky. You can feel the reshoots and the choppy editing. The villains are another weak spot here. Giancarlo Esposito is awesome as Sidewinder, don't get me wrong, but he's barely in it. Build up for nothing. Same with Tim Blake Nelson, Samuel Stearns, a.k.a. the leader. This guy's got a giant, big brain on his head. These guys deserve more screen time to flex their evil dude vibes, but the movie juggles so many characters that they kind of get sidelined. And don't get me started on the ending. It's like they ran out of ideas and just said, let's wrap this up, I guess. Some critics called it anticlimactic. And yeah, I kind of agree. It's not bad, but it's not a gut to the punch, like, go see Captain America movie that makes you want to, really say something deep. Sam being the first black Captain America, though, doesn't go hard enough. There are a few powerful moments about racism and representation, especially with Carl Lumbly's Isaiah Bradley's character, who's a freaking legend, but the film pulls its punches, trying to be everything for everybody. Instead of taking a bold stand, which they had the platform to do finally, and they fucked it up. Marvel gave us a spicy social commentary. We know you can deliver this, but you didn't. Now time for the Movie Merc trivia, folks. Let's test and flex your MCU knowledge. Did you know that Brave New World was filmed in Atlanta with DC locations like the White House, Oval Office, and also a bunch of sets recreated at Trilith and Tyler Perry Studios? They even mixed practical and digital cherry blossom trees for that authentic vibe. Talk about attention to detail. And that's what kind of brings the movie around for me. Little facts like that. Another fun fact. New World Order was changed because it got so co-opted by a real-world conspiracy nuts. Smart move, because God knows we'd have a TikTok or a Facebook page about it. Marvel, this movie also sets up big things for MCU's future without spoiling the post-credit scenes teases. What's next for Sam and the Avengers? Well, I don't know. Sam decides to restart the Avengers independently, not under the government's thumb. That's a big deal for Phase 5. With the Thunderbolts and the Fantastic Four, first steps. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty exciting next couple years. So, you guys might want to stick around for the credits. My final word on Captain America, Brave New World, it's a mixed bag, Mercs. A mixed bag. Anthony Mackie, Harrison Ford carry this movie like champs, and the action is, well, I wouldn't say top tier, but it definitely deserves a watch. But the messy plot, underdeveloped characters and villains, the safe storytelling, keep it from reaching the Winter Soldier heights, in my personal opinion. It's better than the Eternals, my god, or the Marvels, but it's no Civil War. Still, it's a fun ride that sets up exciting stuff for the MCU. I'm gonna give Captain America Brave New World a solid 6 out of 10 shields. It's a solid popcorn flick. But it could have been braver. Could have been bolder. If you guys have seen it, tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I personally liked it. Drop your comments. Tap that subscribe button for me. I'll definitely watch it again. I wanted to get on here and make something about it because it is worth noting that with him being the first black Captain America, it got a lot of heat. It got a lot of heat, and Anthony Mackie stood his ground on a lot of personal issues when coming to make this movie, and he got asked some really, really tough questions during the interviews, and he stood his ground on them. He stood his ground on them, and really for his community, and that's awesome. And I love that Marvel gave him the platform to be able to do that. So yeah, if you guys like this movie, if you guys like my channel, if you guys like what I do here, please hit that subscribe button. Drop some comments, give me a little thumbs up, tag your friends, throw this on a few times when you're in the car or whatnot. I really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for allowing me to talk to you and tell you my opinions about movies that I enjoy. So until next time, stay classy, Mercs. I love you guys very much. I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.